In this video, I'm gonna show you how to survive and win on any Hotdrops. But before we get started, make sure to destroy the like button. Alright guys, let's get started. Tip number 1, develop skill in all quarters. The best way to win at Hotdrops is to be good at the game. This includes knowing and being comfortable with all weapons, smart positioning, and the ability to choose when to play defensive and when to play offensive. It would be a rookie mistake to remain hopeful of getting one's favorite gun and go in unprepared to handle other guns. Upskilling should involve getting better at all weapons. The most important here is to not remain in the same position ever, especially when a player takes a shot. So, if you take a shot through one window and miss or do minimal damage, it would be a smart move to shift to another window to make the kill shot. Suppose if you are doing a fight in Novo or GYRO and you stuck in a container-to-container fight, then at this kind of situation you must keep changing your position. And this would really confuse your enemy. Tip number 2, hone the landing technique. When a player lands, the first objective is simply to find a weapon and take a position with enough cover. There are few ways to optimize this whole process, and it starts with the parachute jump. If a player wants to drop at a desired location and land first, then the drop needs to be precisely timed. A player should ideally make the drop at about 600 to 800 meters from the target. After the jump, the player needs to fly or drop at an optimal terminal velocity speed of 231 km per hour to 234 km per hour, up until about 100 meters to 120 meters from the target. A player can achieve this using the down directional button. But remember, never take gunfights, because not all the time you will get lucky and get the gun first, right? So the cleverest way to avoid gunfights is by landing a bit late and scouting the position where enemies has landed and where not. Tip number 3, land on roofs to access loot faster. This may sound crazy, but landing on rooftop helps a player access the guns with little more ease and a bit faster. The combination of fast descent and landing on the roof may give a player precious few seconds as an advantage, which would be enough to make a significant difference in survival. But land only on the roofs of 3-story or squad house to get gun fast and easily. Tip number 4, find SMGs and reload magazines before they hit zero. The submachine guns, SMGs, are very advantageous in a hot drop location. Though you should ideally go for any gun, if you end up with an SMG it could be the best thing to happen. Also, it would be a smart move to upgrade if you end up with a different gun. Another important point to remember is to always find cover and change magazines before maxing out. This way you don't end up in a position where you must change the magazine in the middle of an engagement. That could be a fatal mistake. Tip number 5, using game cues and being aware of surroundings. There are a couple of features within the game that are primarily designed to help players. These would be the audio and visual cues that the players receive to intimate them of enemies in the vicinity. Having a keep eye on the mini-map and closely listening to sounds greatly helps players get an edge over their enemies. Concentration is the key to win any fights in this game. So this is how you can survive and win any fights on Hotdrops. Make sure to drop a like and also subscribe if you are new. So I will see you in the next one. Peace out guys.